Will the Income to Support All Foundation help to eliminate all poverty on Earth? It's a foundation. Universal basic income has the potential to eliminate all poverty on Earth, at least in theory. The Income to Support All Foundation was founded by a rather prominent universal basic income advocate, Scott Santenz. I'm not totally certain yet about the details of what this foundation will do. The stated goal seems to be to accelerate the implementation of universal basic income in potentially various ways. For the sake of efficiency, I will refer to the Income to Support All Foundation as the ITSA Foundation. Will the ITSA Foundation collaborate with banks and credit unions to implement a privatized universal basic income? Will the ITSA Foundation utilize trusts and various strategies to implement a form of universal basic income itself? The future holds many possibilities. Will the ITSA Foundation collaborate with politicians and governments to implement universal basic income? Time shall tell. ITSAfoundation.org. That's the website of its foundation. Check it out. It may be that the ITSA Foundation will attempt various strategies to implement a universal basic income on a massive scale, whether through advocacy or through some sort of privatized universal basic income. I think this is pretty cool. I think this is pretty awesome. It seems to me that all humans on Earth should be able to live lives of abundance, or at least lives that are not filled with poverty and scarcity. Humanity should work to achieve a post-scarcity situation. We should try to enable all humans to live lives of abundance. Universal basic income seems like one way that could help all humans to live lives of abundance, or at least to get all humans out of poverty. Since governments do print money, in one way it seems logical that some sort of nonprofit could successfully advocate governments to implement a universal basic income. The problem with this seems to be potentially that governments could have too much power. Arguably, governments already have too much power. So for governments like the United States government to implement universal basic income on a federal level, in one sense, would massively increase the amount of power the United States government has. This is arguably problematic. So hence, a privatized universal basic income implemented by a nonprofit or in collaboration with banks or credit unions does seem ideal in certain ways, or even networks of nonprofits implementing such a privatized universal basic income, or universal basic income cryptocurrencies. However, if the federal government of the United States was to implement a universal basic income, and this didn't cause problems or have a significant amount of unintended consequences, then maybe that's okay enough. However, massive amounts of people being dependent on the government can arguably be problematic and potentially have many unintended consequences. So if the ITSA Foundation does end up implementing some sort of privatized universal basic income, where they have like maybe an asset trust and they reinvest half the profits from the assets and then distribute half the profits as some sort of income disbursement, like half the profits are reinvested and half are distributed through some sort of banking intermediary or cryptocurrency. Regardless, it'll be good if universal basic income is implemented in some way. Having more thorough social safety nets seems important. The ITS Foundation, the Income to Support All Foundation, seems to have an amazing amount of potential, and I partially base this on the amazing work that Scott Santens has done over the last several years already. He seems to be a very creative and motivated individual. So I suggest you donate money to the ITSA Foundation, learn about the ITSA Foundation, and do what you can to try and help implement universal basic income or accelerate the implementation of universal basic income. I just learned about the ITSA Foundation today. I do intend to read more about this and research the ITSA Foundation and what the specific goals are and what their specific plans are. I encourage you to do the same. Learn about universal basic income. Be creative in how you attempt to help hasten the implementation of universal basic income. I will be quite happy when all humans on Earth can live lives of abundance and when we can eliminate poverty on Earth. And the ITSA Foundation seems like a step in the right direction. It's gonna be a great future. Universal basic income. Income to Support All Foundation. Limitless peace.